Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back onto my small and modest channel. In this video, we're just gonna do the third part of this rebuild compilation. So yeah, last time I left you, I took the engine out. Basically now I just got the car ready back on the floor, put a little skate on there. And yeah, the plan is just to put it on the trailer, get down, drive down to MK, which kindly opened for me to just like get the car there, and yeah, we should go from there. On the way to MK quarters, about 20 minutes left to go. Car is on the trailer, which is good. So yeah, I shall see you there. So we are now back at MK's headquarters and a workshop where everything started. So we've got Sean here, one of the men behind the scene, making sure everything is running well. How are you?
I'm brilliant. I'm excited to see you, but not when I see that.
Yeah, definitely not. So basically, after what happened in Donington, you kind of saved me to tell me the car is not like a write-off and we can basically save it. So what I'd like you to tell me is basically how you are going to try and put your magic into that and make it look like a race car again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right, so this is unfortunate. Had a little incident. We may get some B-roll of how that happened, maybe, mightn't we? A little front end shunt on this particular car, or actually quite a big front end shunt. What was the speed you was doing when you hit?
I think it was like about 40 miles an hour at the impact.
At the impact.
So going back down the straight after the chicane, I was probably like about 120 kph. So what is that?
60 miles an hour,
just slam on the brake, and the time of the impact we are like 40 miles an hour, so 70 kph.
So it was unfortunate, and obviously direct at front, but you know, the main thing is you was alright, you were safe, no broken bones, no?
No, everything's good, yeah, bit of a sore neck, some details I won't share, but...
No, okay, we won't go there. But the main thing is, the crash protection done its job. But obviously we can salvage this, we can make it good. Now what we're going to do, we'll take the cage off, we'll take the side panel off here, and then fortunately, because it's only this front section where we section here, we can actually take this off from here. We'll cut this off here, here, here and here, and take the whole front end off as one unit. And then we'll make a new one in the jig, and we'll basically scribe that back onto the front of the vehicle. The vehicle is normally made where it's fixed up on these pickup points anyway, they're welded, so fortunately, if it's going to have a crash, this is the best place to hit it, because it's all replaceable on the front end. So we make the whole thing in the jig, go back in, and it'll be ready, and it'll be a direct replacement to fit your engine in, your body panels, your wishbones, and everything else. So it's not a massive job, but it's you know, it's fun because you get the grinder out and the welder. But yeah, so what we do when we
loads of sparks, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So when we they sit down there. So when we make this in the jig, we will then have it here so it's slightly extended. We then send it to powder coat.
Right.
Powder coat the whole thing apart from this bit up to here, and then we scribe it on, and that means you've only got this amount that's showing, and we can then paint that in section. So all of this will look brand new.
So how do you know when you weld everything back together that the car is back to like straight?
Because it's made in the jig, and that comes out as part of the jig. This will go up, and the alignment will be done on a table, and then we line that up, and this goes into the front because it's made on the jig.
So a jig is basically like a big table with some sort of stud and frame where you can do your pieces all together and frame.
So to make this whole chassis, we make the front end out of that jig the same way because it's made from here anyway. So in the jig, this pickup point is there. So where that bar goes in, and all of these, it has all the pickup points. The bars slot in. We make that section only, because that's how we do it. When we make these, we make modules anyway. So we do the base section as one, and the top section as another. So we'll make that section, we'll powder coat it, and then we'll bring it back, and then we'll clean this area off. So this will all look brand new. But I promise you, you think it's never had an accident when it comes back.
That is great news, to be honest. That is great news.
And it will drive.
As long as it drives straight. To be fair, when it was alright, I had some issue with the steering. I never managed to get the wheel like perfectly straight. Okay. So I was always a tiny bit like that when I was straight.
We'll make sure that's all right.
But that was my bad. That was my building skills, not yours.
The rockers, we'll save the rockers. They're probably reusable, but the new axles will go on. Just new bearings, I'll probably recommend on that for you. Everything else you'll be replacing, it'll be replaced here anyway. And then when we do this, we'll make it the new engine cradle, because this is all bent where your old cradle was. So the new engine cradle will come with it as well. Nice. Which is the new form, which when we go over there, I'll show you. Because yours had a big bar that came out here, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Well, that's all gone, so it makes it nice and easier. So, yeah, keep an eye on your socials. So this will come back to you like the day you got it.
I can't wait.
And then you can obviously start scribing the bits onto it and see you racing in 2026 again.
Hopefully.
So talking about racing, what are we going to be doing? What are we doing? What are you going to be doing next 2026?
It's unsure yet. Obviously, it will depend a lot on what's going on here. There is a lot of things going on, but the idea is to hopefully get it back running.
Maybe a couple of events.
Probably a couple of events. The other things that I mentioned earlier is I'd like to get it road legal, because that was the reason why I got a 7 in the first place. So we'll see what's feasible, obviously with the time, financially, also with everything going on. But that's the idea,
Yeah, with a Cup 200 cars, we've got one over there. We'll talk that in a minute. The demonstrator, they are road legal, and you'll be able to make that. It's just a bit of time, effort, and unfortunately a little bit more money to make them road legal. But
you can use it more.
Drive it on the road, you can use it more. You can have fun. You can test the car out. You can do all your testing on the road before you turn up at the track, so you make the car swiftly. And of course, the residual value on the cars is something.
Exactly. So. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I thought about maybe doing something else a bit cheaper, or But the thing is, like for the value, I don't think you can get much more fun than that.
Fast.
And
fast.
It sounds well. It sounds great.
Absolutely. And Alero was one of the first customers to have a Cup 200 car. Alex was. And it got. You've come down so far in time, and your first podium was in Silverstone, which was amazing. I've never seen anybody drive Silverstone. It was unbelievable. It's one of them days when I think you just got in the car and it all clicked. And
I think just like you turn everything off, but
it just. Brilliant day.
That was amazing.
Brilliant day, definitely. And he's just got faster and faster and faster and faster, and super. This year 750 Motor Club or Magnificent Sevens, these cars can run in both. Alex might dip his toe in, we'll see. But certainly, I expect you to be certainly closer to the front.
That would be great.
Year. So
I mean, the Max 7 sounds amazing. Like a lot more car like this in the same category. Sounds really, really fun. So I think since we're here. Let's have a little tour, shall we?
Let's have a look. So what we've got going on here, I'll talk you through some of the cars, not every single car, but we'll talk some of them. We've got cars like this. So Cup 200 is a motorbike engine, Hayabusa powered, which is actually one of them. Look, there's two over there waiting to go in cars. Two Hayabusa engines over there,
you can
built by RLM Racing. That's what you've got in one of yours, isn't it? So fantastic. You've got cars like this. This is a Mazda-based car. So this is...
if I have a look a bit closely, just to show the engine. So that's a Mazda MX-5 engine.
That's correct.
So a proper car as opposed to our Cup 200, which is a motorbike. But if you wanna tell me more about it, because
so this is a Cup chassis with so it's a Cup chassis, same as yours, but with a car engine in, which is a Mazda MX-5, but it does have a SADEV 6-speed sequential gearbox in it. So, and we have a exact replica of this in the Cup 200 car. So this is car number 2 he's having built for him, to have a car engine version and a bike engine version. So. This is nearly enough. This is going to be road legal, like you were trying to achieve. So race cars can be road legal. You don't have to worry. It's exactly very vibrant.
That's why I'm in the UK. Like in France, you can't even change your wheel valve without basically making your car illegal.
Correct.
It's insane.
When these here you can a bit more flexible, I think, on the rules. So we'll move around here. we've got things like this that we've got in here, which is the Honda K series. So a Civic Type R EP3 engine, but turbocharged, which is on the build. So this has got a massive, I can't remember what size, 3076 I think it is on it, turbo. So big 400 plus horsepower.
Yeah, sounds very scary.
Charge cooled. Lots.
Yeah, come have a look at that.
Yeah, lots of things going on. Everybody loves a big whoosh bang snow on the side of their engine.
I mean, having a 200 brake horsepower atmospheric
200 horsepower is plenty.
Is already scary.
Fast. So double.
That is.
Double that. And then we'll move around. We've got lots of cars in here. So we've got these are what we call the RX-5, Mazda RX-5. These have got a Mazda MX-5 engine in. So we've got one of those there. We've got a little single seat which has got an R1 in it, which is this is called the MK Sprint. This is another Cup 200, but this is Cup 200 Plus. So it's the same engine as yours, but a 1440cc. So it's 230 horsepower, much more powerful and drive-by-wire.
Looks a lot comfortable, a bit more comfortable as well with those seats.
This is what you're trying to achieve, which is road legal. So it's on a brand new registration, C25 plate for last year. Comfortable seats and everything else. All the dashboards the same as yours and everything else. But
so the 4040 engine is the same as what we have in the Radical, isn't it?
Yeah, they do them in the Radicals, 1440s, yeah, they do all of that as well. I'll show you under the engine bay. Here we go. If you drop down there, if you can drop the bonnet off that side. Car. And this one's really tidy, super clean. Nice. So this is what Alex has got in his. We're experimenting with some air ducting, but it'll be a high booster engine, angle throttle bodies, and drive-by-wire on this. So it's got flat shift up and down, so you can basically don't lift your accelerator pedal off, you just floor it and change gear. And then when you're going downshift, you don't use the clutch at all, up or down, you just can blop it in. So, but yeah, nice and tidy, built by RLM.
Oh, just gonna jump
they do all the engines for us, Hayabusa stuff. And this with paired with a differential ratio, and this is phenomenal. So then we've got other cars. We'll squeeze through there. Over here, it's a bit tight at the moment, so we're quite busy in here. We've got other cars here, which this is our Sprint model. So this is car engine, Dura Power, basically 2 litre. It says 185 horsepower. This made actually a little bit more, it's about 200 horsepower.
So spin again, road legal car.
Road legal, this is our demonstrator. Road legal, try it for size.
Yeah.
See it in there. It's the same as yours, but slightly different.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the same. The pedal box in there is a little bit. No, just jump in, hop in.
I'm just gonna try not to scratch everything.
But not familiar because you've got a gear lever rather than a stick. So everything's the same.
It's weird having a windscreen as well.
Yeah, having a windscreen. This is very much focused on the road, and you can do quite a bit of touring in this. Drive around. It's got standard gauges. So with no DigiDash, we've got all the
really nice,
analog clocks, you know, rather than
the water temperature,
all the basic essentials that you need.
Yeah, definitely.
To make that work for you.
So what actually, because you've probably driven both, how does it feel between having a bike engine or a car engine on the road or on the track?
Right. So I would say 90% of the time, if you're doing a short drive out in a car and you're going out for a blast for an hour or something like that, bike engines are phenomenal. Yeah. Unbelievable. If you're wanting to tour from where you live to us, which is an hour and a half, 2-hour drive, then this will do it and eat it up. It'll be comfortable because you can cruise along at 3,000 RPM at 70 mile an hour. It's lovely and it's still quick. It's not slow. It's a quick car, but mainly roads. I would say if you're doing mainly roads, I would say definitely car engine. But I'm a bike engine fan. You know, this is another one.
They sound great. That's what I like about the bike engine.
200 car. Again, same principle. This is exactly the same as your car, Alex, isn't it? So, but we used this a couple of times, demonstrators. So Chris Hoy, we had at his track day event for his charity organisation, doing some laps. So Chris signed the car for us. Amazing man, an amazing charity. It just shows that, you know, it doesn't matter what background you come from. These cars, whether it be, you know, someone who's famous or someone who's like us, you know, well, these cars just bring the community together. So you
brought some superbike riders as well.
Yeah, Sylvain Guintoli, he had this one. Him and his daughter and his family took this out in November in Donington. I mean, she'd never driven a bike engine car before, ever. And it was a bit scary at the beginning, but she shaved something like 25 seconds off her lap. In fact, at the end, I would say she was she was getting a lick on. She was actually really good on her time. So yeah, Sylvan and his family, unfortunate news this year for them, but it was just one of those family daughter bonding days, and they had this car delivered. They went earned all day. All we did was put fuel in it. It just
pretty good.
It's what you want. So then we've got customers' cars here with the new padded seats in. We've got these Mazda based kit. So it's a single donor vehicle type kit. Then with the standard clocks out of your donor car, but nice comfy padded seats. You know,
nice.
It's comfortable. You can do a lot of miles in this. It's a very comfortable car. So the Phoenix, this one here is a new model we bought in 2020. Phoenix, quite nice. It's got a Z-Tech engine, but we don't do things by halves here, as you probably know. We like a bit of power. I'll show you some power cars. This one here is about 250 horsepower. It's got a Rotex supercharger down here as well. So 250 horsepower, make it to a Ford Type 9 gearbox, intercooler, big radio, small oil cooler in there. Nice bit of kit and very aerodynamic.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
Very slick, really fun. Very smooth car and slick. So then you move from that into things like this. Now, this is your car on steroids. Yeah. So we've got another one. We like a turbocharger here at MK Sportscars. So this is the same as Alex's car with a Hayabusa engine, but turbocharger, a big turbocharger down here. This one made, I think it's 480 horsepower.
That is
on
a lot.
520 kilos. So
how do you even manage to so you haven't got the Toyos in there, but putting power down must be...
Putting the power down will be a challenge, but it's going to have 3 different modes for boost. So we'll have a low, medium and high. So you can change that for him. And then we're on with the build with this. This is a new build. So an existing engine the customer supplied, but we've modified quite a lot to get this to fit on all these old packaging.
And he's the plan to race it with as well?
Hill climb and sprints.
Wow. On
this car, and he's been pretty good, pretty successful with it, but he wanted the newer chassis with the newer, things like this for safety, a better FIA approved roll cage rather than the existing ones that track day roll cages. So it's more about performance but also safety.
Yeah, I think it's, we know now it's pretty important.
It's as important as going fast. Yeah, you know, safety is important. So yeah, that's where we are. That's where we're at.
It's pretty good.
I'm looking forward to getting into that for you and getting it back to you, so we can.
For definitely. I mean, how long do you think it will take for you to?
You'll have that back in about 10 days.
Wow, that's pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Because you do supply a lot of parts for pretty much every sort of kit cars around the world as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. We have a big area upstairs where it's all parts and boxes and everything else.
So wherever you are in the world, if you need one of them, you can.
We
get
ship
one
all over the
there.
world. We've got dealers in Norway, got dealers in the USA. We've got some other dealers that are coming on board in Canada that's joined now. Always looking for European dealers, etc. But we ship every day, pretty much anywhere in the world, whether it be Sri Lanka or Australia or USA or wherever. We ship parts all over the world for these cars, and as you say, because a lot of the corresponding parts that we make do fit other vehicles, what we've designed. Because MK Sportscars has been going since 1997.
Yeah.
So we're getting on for nearly 30 years next year. But we took it over.
Almost as old as me.
Yeah. As young as me, yeah. We took it over in 2016. So we own Kit Car Direct and we own MK Sportscars. Kit Car Direct is our parts side and MK Sports is our car side. We took it in 2016. So we've had it 10 years this year. And then the development of the Cup car was around 4 years ago now, I think it was.
Yeah.
Did you do the taster day at Silverstone?
Yes, in the motors. That's basically where you sold me the car. Where I was looking at doing Caterham because obviously they are like sort of the leader in this game. And unfortunately, for a few reasons, I couldn't do the academy, and I was just trying to see what other options were, or doing straight into road sport. And I did that day in Silverstone where I think you had like Mazda 7, low cost, and the Cup 200, and I met Dave and Rich back then. And that's where I tried the car, fell in love with it, but also with the people around it. I think everyone was super nice, everyone was really helpful, and it wasn't just not only to get you going. I think like for those 3 years racing the Cup 200, the community around it is just amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
So like in terms of having a great car to race with, you also have all the everything social around that just
Absolutely,
make the
and
championship great. And if you need any help,
we're there
you
to
can
help.
find it.
We're there to help. We're in the pits. We don't mind it. It's the whole thing is racing the car is one thing.
Yeah.
People around you, if you can go racing with like-minded people who are fast, firm, but fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, you know, we all want to win. We all want a bit of silverware, don't we, at the end of the day? So, yeah, for you, it's been a fantastic journey. Silverstone, shame they don't do that arrive and drive type of thing anymore.
No,
It might come back. I think in the next year they're looking at bringing it back. Silverstone Live, as it was called, where you get to test these cars. But failing that, if you want, we book track days for people. We can turn up with a package for you and we can take you out, drive the car. We can do all of that now anyway. So there's a lot more development since those times. It's just that that was a one-day event, wasn't it? So
I think BRCC did one last year, but that was not quite the same.
No.
That one in the big
great.
wing was just it was such a great way to get into racing. But yeah, it would be great if they do it again.
So we're looking forward to getting you back on track. Literally.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Onto the back stuff. Get
that
repaired and no more crashes. Don't want no more. Otherwise, we're going to have to put a big bumper on the front.
Maybe, yeah.
Been wait.
Right,
Alex,
Sean. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your help.
Been a pleasure.
And
we'll get it licked. And if you want to know about the Cup 200, hook him up. Phone call, email, MK Sportscars. Oh, hook up Alero here, and he can tell you all about it and come and have some fun and see if you can beat him because he's getting quick. That's when we will go down that way. Goodbye, Martin.